my name is Molly Wolk, and I teach in the Life Sciences department here as well as the Education department. And I have a quick little experiment or test that you can try at home if you are curious to see how well different parts of your body can detect little points of touch. So we have different types of neurons or nerve cells that can detect different feelings like pressure, pain, heat, vibration, things like that. So the one we're going to test today for is just the little points of these skewers. All right, so an instance in which you would want to maybe see how well you can determine between I can feel a point versus I can feel 2 points on me is if you have maybe gotten a really deep cut and your doctor wanted to test if your nerves were damaged and also test at which rate they are potentially growing back, if sometimes that happens. So what I'm going to do with my assistant is she's going to close her eyes, so you'll need a partner for this, and I'm going to test 2 places on her body. One's going to be her hand, and we're going to see basically how many nerve receptors she has there, how close together they are, and like how dense they are and how well they can, to what degree they spread out and can talk to each other. We're going to test her hand and then her arm. So what you need to do is start with the skewers like kind of close together, so it kind of feels like 1 point when it's touching the person, and then I'm going to slowly pull them apart, and my partner is going to tell me at which point she feels 2 points instead of 1, and then I'm going to measure it and compare it to another part on her body. So can you feel that?
1.
1 point? Okay. I'm going to slowly move them apart. She's going to tell me when it feels like
1.
2 things touching her.
Still 1. Still 1. Okay, now I feel 2.
Okay. So I'm not going to tell her, she should maybe keep her eyes closed.
Sorry.
I won't tell her this measurement so that it doesn't skew our results. All right, and then with her eyes still closed, we're going to try an area on her forearm and see what the 2-point discrimination distance is there. How many points?
1. Still 1. 2.
Okay, this is interesting. I questioned whether or not to give you the actual measurements because I want you to determine them for yourself and see if there's any difference between a hand, a forearm. The other one we can do.
Fingertip.
Yeah, the fingertip. That's actually the one I really wanted to do. So we're going to do fingertip. Preference on finger. We'll do the pointer finger.
Okay.
Okay.
No. Cut that off.
Cut it off.
I cut it off. It has no nerves at all.
Oh,
Use this one.
we're gonna use another finger. This one?
Any other one.
Any other one? Okay, here
1.
we go.
2. So Molly, does that mean I have more nerve receptors in my finger pad?
I also toyed with whether or not to tell you this. It does. Yeah, you have a greater density of them, and their field of reach is actually not greater, but shorter. So they have a short, pretend these are neurons. Let's say shorter field of reach, closer together. They can talk to each other better than farther field, and less dense or less neurons. So then my final question is, why would it make sense in terms of the evolution of humans, or just us compared to things that don't have as many nerves in ends of appendages, or all the senses we have up here, for example, in our head area? Why would that make sense that we have a greater ability to distinguish 2 points on our fingertips versus on our forearm? I want to have you answer that. So thank you to my volunteer, and that is all.